Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 4th of July. The infographics used in our current affairs series are uploaded on a Twitter account. You can check the link from description box or from the pinned comment. For Hindi current affairs, please subscribe to our GK Today Hindi channel. Also, if you appreciate our work, please share our videos. Thank you, and let's start. The first UIDAI-run Aadhaar Seva Kendra has been operational in which of the following cities? Right answer is Delhi and Vijayawada. So recently, UIDAI, that is Unique Identification Authority of India, has operationalized the first Aadhaar Seva Kendra in Delhi and Vijayawada. The objective of these centers is to provide the facility of Aadhaar enrollment and to provide updation services. If we talk about Aadhaar, it is a 12-digit unique identification number. Aadhaar data is collected by UIDAI. UIDAI stands for Unique Identification Authority of India. It is a statutory organization and it is under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Apart from that, Mr. Nandan Nilekani is considered as architect of Aadhaar, and recently he was in news as RBI appointed a committee on promoting digital payments, and Mr. Nandan Nilekani was the head of this committee. Where is the headquarters of Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics is located? Right answer is Hyderabad. So recently CDFD, that is Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, and CSIR CCMB has signed a memorandum of understanding to provide DNA based diagnostic service to the public at lower cost. If we talk about CDFD, it is Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, and it is an Indian Biotechnology Research Center. It is located in Hyderabad and it was established in 1990. The center is operated by Department of Biotechnology, and this Department of Biotechnology is under Ministry of Science and Technology. Now answer in comment box who is the present Minister of Science and Technology. Apart from that, if we talk about CCMB, CCMB is under CSIR. CSIR stands for Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Presently, Mr. Shekhar Mande is the Director General of CSIR, while Prime Minister is the President of CSIR. Now coming back to CCMB, CCMB was established in 1977 and the headquarters of CCMB is also in Hyderabad in Telangana. And recently Telangana was in news as Justice Raghavendra Singh Chauhan has been appointed as new Chief Justice of Telangana High Court. The Governor of Telangana is Mr. ESL Narasimhan, while Mr. K. Chandrasekhar Rao is the Chief Minister of State. Telangana was also in news as Telangana's Hyderabad will have India's first blockchain district. Who is the author of autobiography Lessons Life Taught Me Unknowingly? Right answer is Mr. Anupam Kher. So Mr. Kher is the author of Lessons Life Taught Me Unknowingly. The book will be released in August. If we talk about few other books which were in news recently, A Prime Minister to Remember is a book by Admiral Mr. Sushil Kumar, and Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi is the author of The New Delhi Conspiracy. On the other hand, My Life, My Mission is the autobiography of Baba Ramdev, and Game Changer is the autobiography of Mr. Shahid Afridi. Apart from that, Function of Data Sovereignty is a book by Mr. Vineet Goenka. The second edition of International Day of Parliamentarism was observed on which of the following dates? Right answer is 30th of June. So on 30th of June, the second edition of International Day of Parliamentarism is celebrated across the world. If we talk about Indian Parliament, it has two houses. Lower house is known as Lok Sabha, while the upper house is known as Rajya Sabha. And Vice President is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Presently, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu is the Vice President, while Mr. Ramnath Kovind is the President. On the other hand, Mr. Harivansh Narayan Singh is the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, and Mr. Thawarchand Gehlot is the leader of Rajya Sabha, and Mr. Om Birla is the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Who has been elected as new Chairman of Microfinance Institutions Network? Right answer is Mr. Manoj Kumar Nambiar. So Mr. Manoj Kumar Nambiar has been elected as Chairman of Microfinance Institutions Network. If we talk about few other appointments, recently Mr. Q Dongyu has been elected as new Director General of FAO. FAO stands for Food and Agriculture Organization. The headquarters of FAO is in Rome in Italy, and recently Italy became the first G7 country to join China's Belt and Road Initiative. Answer in comment box which country is the host of G7 summit this year. Italy was also in news as it will be the host of 2026 Winter Olympic Games. Apart from that, if we talk about few other personalities which were in news recently, Dr. Romila Thapa has been elected as a member of American Philosophical Society, and Dr. Narendra Batra, the president of Indian Olympic Association, has been elected as the member of International Olympic Committee. Apart from that, Mr. Sarad Kumar Sraf has been elected as FIEO's new president. FIEO stands for Federation of Indian Export Organizations, who is the head of RBI committee to strengthen core investment companies framework. Right answer is Mr. Tapan Ray. So Mr. Tapan Ray is the head of this committee. Recently RBI constituted this committee to strengthen the corporate governance framework of core investment companies, and Mr. Tapan Ray is the chairman of this committee. If we talk about RBI, recently RBI Deputy Director Mr. Viral Acharya resigned. Apart from him, recently Mr. N.S. Vishwanathan has been reappointed as Deputy Director of RBI for one more year. RBI was also in news as recently it constituted a committee to review the existing state of mortgage securitization, and Mr. Harshvardhan is the head of this committee. RBI also constituted a committee for the development of secondary market for corporate loans, and Mr. T. N. Manoharan is the head of this committee. Apart from that, RBI constituted a high-level committee to examine the ATM charges and fees levied by banks, and Mr. V.G. Kannan is the head of this committee. RBI was also in news as recently it launched complaint management system for filing complaints against banks and NBFC. NBFC stands for non-banking financial companies. RBI was also in news as recently it divested its entire stakes in National Housing Bank and in NABARD. Now answer in comment box recently who has been appointed as new managing director of National Housing Bank. Ambati Rayudu, who recently retired from all forms of cricket, is from which state? Right answer is Andhra Pradesh. So Mr. Rayudu is from Andhra Pradesh, and recently he announced his retirement. If we talk about few other news related to cricket, recently Mr. Yuvraj Singh also announced his retirement from international cricket. On the other hand, Sri Lankan batsman Mr. Kumar Sangakkara became the first non-British president of Marylebone Cricket Club. Apart from him, recently Miss Claire Polosak from Australia became the first female umpire to stand in men's one-day international. She was the umpire in the match between Oman and Namibia. Apart from that, the first exclusive women's cricket magazine, Crick Zone, was released in Jaipur in Rajasthan. What is rank of Indian passport at 2019 Henley Passport Index? Right answer is 86th. So as per Henley Passport Index, Indian passport rank is 86. Japan and Singapore are on first position. If we talk about few other indexes, recently Niti Aayog released Health Index, and as per this index, Kerala is on top. The index was released by Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Dr. Rajiv Kumar. Apart from that, recently World Press Freedom Index was released. This was released by Reporters Without Borders, and as per this, India's ranking is 140. On the other hand, recently TomTom Traffic Index was released, and as per this index, Mumbai is the world's most traffic congested city. On the other hand, recently World Happiness Index was released, and as per this index, India's ranking is 140. Finland is the world's happiest country as per this index. On the other hand, recently first ever SDG Gender Index was released. It was developed by Equal Measures 2030, and as per this first ever SDG Gender Index, India's ranking is 95th. Now answer in comment box recently which ministry launched SDG dashboard. Apart from that, recently World Peace Index was released. It was released by Institute for Economics and Peace. As per this index, India's ranking is 141. Globally, Iceland is the most peaceful country, and Afghanistan is the least peaceful country. If we talk about South Asia, Bhutan is the most peaceful country in South Asia. Who is the head of high-powered committee of chief ministers to transform Indian agriculture? Right answer is Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. So Mr. Fadnavis is the head of this high-powered committee constituted by Prime Minister for the transformation of agriculture and raising farmers' income. And Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is the head of this committee. The other members of this committee are Mr. Narendra Singh Tomar, who is Union Agriculture Minister, Mr. Ramesh Chand, who is Niti Aayog member, and the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Arunachal Pradesh. Apart from that, few other committees were also in news. Recently, Mr. K. Kasturirangan Committee submitted draft National Education Policy to HRD Minister Mr. Ramesh Nishank. On the other hand, recently Government of India constituted a committee to review the marketing structure of LPG marketing in India, and this committee is headed by Mr. Kirit Parekh. Babu Narayanan, who passed away recently, was the popular filmmaker of which regional cinema? Right answer is Malayalam. So Babu Narayanan, the popular Malayalam filmmaker, has passed away recently in Kerala. Now answer in comment box. Is Malayalam mentioned in 8th schedule of Indian Constitution? So these were the most important current affairs of 4th of July. If you appreciate our efforts, please share this video. Thank you.